Lily skipped across the weathered planks of Willow Creek Bridge, her laughter echoing through the quiet woods. It was a place of dreams for her, a sanctuary where she felt closest to nature. This afternoon, however, the bridge held a surprise. A boy, around her age, sat hunched on the railing, seemingly lost in thought. His dark hair fell over his forehead, hiding his eyes. He clutched a fishing rod, but his gaze was fixed on the swirling water below, oblivious to the world. Lily hesitated, unsure whether to announce her presence. He seemed so forlorn, so alone. A pang of sympathy tugged at her heart. Clearing her throat softly, she decided to risk it. "Hello," she said timidly. The boy startled, his head snapping up. His eyes, a startling blue, met hers with a mixture of surprise and curiosity. That was the moment Lily's life changed forever. That was the moment she met Jack. Jack, initially taken aback by Lily's sudden appearance, quickly warmed to her friendly demeanor. He learned she was a dreamer, just like him. They spent that afternoon talking, sharing secrets, whispered like wishes on the wind. Days melted into weeks, filled with stolen moments on Willow Creek Bridge. They fished, they laughed, they shared their hopes and dreams. Lily, with her infectious laughter and kind heart, chipped away at the walls Jack had built around himself. One warm evening, as fireflies twinkled like fallen stars around them, Jack confessed his feelings. His voice, husky with emotion, sent shivers down Lily's spine. "Lily," he breathed, "I love you. I think I have from the moment I saw you on that bridge." Lily's heart soared. "Oh, Jack," she whispered back, her eyes shining with unshed tears. "I love you too." Their first kiss, under the watchful eyes of the ancient willow tree, sealed their fate, binding their hearts together in the warmth of their love. As summer deepened, so did their love. The days grew longer, filled with the warmth of the sun and the blossoming of their affection. Every moment they spent together felt like a cherished memory in the making, a beautiful chapter in the story of their lives. Jack and Lily became inseparable, their laughter echoing through the once quiet town. They were the heart and soul of the community, bringing joy and light wherever they went. Their bond was a testament to the power of love, a beacon of hope for everyone who witnessed it. They were young, their love pure and innocent. It was a love that seemed unbreakable, a love that could withstand any storm. They dreamed of a future together, filled with endless possibilities and unspoken promises. But happiness, like a fragile butterfly, can be easily crushed. The delicate balance of their world was threatened by forces beyond their control, forces that lurked in the shadows, waiting to strike. Whispers started circulating around town, whispers of another girl, a girl from Jack's past. The rumors spread like wildfire, igniting suspicion and doubt in the hearts of those who heard them. Lily, initially dismissive, felt a knot of unease tighten in her stomach. She tried to brush off the rumors, but the seed of doubt had been planted, and it began to grow, slowly but surely. She tried to ignore the rumors, but doubt, like a persistent vine, began to creep into her heart. It wrapped around her thoughts, squeezing tighter with each passing day, until she could no longer ignore its presence. One afternoon, while searching for Jack, Lily stumbled upon a sight that shattered her world. Her heart raced as she followed the whispers of the wind, leading her to a place she never wanted to see. There, hidden in the shadow of the old oak tree, stood Jack, his lips locked with the very girl from the whispers. The sight was like a dagger to her heart, a cruel confirmation of her worst fears. The world spun, the laughter of children morphing into cruel, mocking echoes. The vibrant colors of the park faded into a dull, lifeless gray, as if the joy had been sucked out of the world. Lily's heart, once overflowing with love, cracked and broke. The pain was unbearable, a deep, aching void that consumed her every thought and feeling. Tears streamed down her face, hot and relentless. Each tear was a testament to the love she had lost, a love that had been betrayed in the most devastating way. Betrayal, sharp and cold, pierced her soul. It was a wound that would never fully heal, a scar that would forever remind her of the pain she had endured. She fled, the image of their betrayal seared into her mind. The once beautiful memories of their love were now tainted, overshadowed by the darkness of deceit. As she ran, she vowed to never let herself be hurt like this again, to guard her heart against the whispers in the wind. Section 4. A heart shattered, a curse cast. Lily ran until her lungs burned and her legs ached. The forest around her blurred into a mix of greens and browns, her vision clouded by tears. She didn't know where she was going, only that she needed to escape the suffocating pain that gripped her heart. Collapsing beneath the familiar willow tree, she sobbed uncontrollably. This tree had once been a place of solace, a sanctuary where she and Jack had shared countless moments of joy and love. Now it was a witness to her heartbreak. Her love for Jack, once her strength, now felt like a suffocating weight. Every memory of him was a dagger to her soul, each one twisting deeper with every breath she took. Anger, raw and potent, surged through her. It was a fire that burned away the numbness, leaving only a searing pain in its wake. She clenched her fists, nails digging into her palms, as if the physical pain could somehow drown out the emotional agony. "May your betrayal haunt you," she cried out, her voice hoarse with pain. The words tore from her throat, a primal scream that echoed through the silent woods. "May you feel the pain you have caused me every day for the rest of your life. May you feel the pain you have caused me every day for the rest of your life," she repeated, her voice breaking. The curse was born from her deepest anguish, a desperate plea for justice in a world that seemed so cruelly indifferent to her suffering. The words, fueled by her anguish, echoed through the silent woods. The forest seemed to hold its breath, as if acknowledging the power of her curse. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy that crackled like static. Little did she know, her broken heart's cry had unleashed a force she could not control. Dark clouds began to gather, swirling ominously above the treetops. A chill wind swept through the forest, carrying with it the whispers of ancient, forgotten magic. Days turned into weeks, but Lily's pain remained. The seasons changed, but her heart stayed frozen in that moment of betrayal. She spent her days staring out the window, watching the world move on without her. She avoided Jack, the sight of him too painful to bear. Every encounter was a fresh wound, a reminder of the love that had been shattered. She couldn't face him, couldn't bear to see the man who had once been her everything. The once vibrant town now felt suffocating, each corner holding a memory of their shattered love. The places that had once been filled with laughter and joy now seemed haunted by the ghosts of what could have been. She withdrew into herself, her laughter silenced, her spirit crushed. The light that had once shone so brightly in her eyes was now dimmed, replaced by a hollow emptiness that seemed to consume her from within. Meanwhile, strange things began happening to Jack. At first it was small, inexplicable occurrences, a misplaced item, a sudden chill in the air. But soon the incidents grew more frequent, more unsettling. Accidents plagued him, each one a stark reminder of his betrayal. He tripped over nothing. Objects seemed to break in his hands, and a sense of unease settled over him like a dark cloud. He lost his job, his friends distanced themselves, and a constant shadow of misfortune seemed to follow him like a curse. The life he had known was unraveling, piece by piece, and he couldn't escape the feeling that he was being punished. He was living Lily's curse. The weight of his actions bore down on him, a relentless reminder of the pain he had caused. And as the days turned into nights, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched, haunted by the very curse he had brought upon himself. Years drifted by, marked by Jack's relentless pursuit of redemption. Each passing day felt like a step closer to an elusive peace, yet the weight of his past mistakes never seemed to lighten. The seasons changed, the world moved on, but Jack remained trapped in a cycle of regret and longing. He left their small town, seeking solace in the anonymity of the city. The bustling streets and towering buildings offered a temporary distraction, but the memories of Lily and the life they once shared haunted him. He hoped that in the vastness of the city, he could lose himself and escape the shadows of his past. But no matter how far he ran, Lily's curse, like a shadow, followed. It was an ever-present reminder of the pain he had caused, a specter that loomed over every aspect of his life. The city, with all its noise and chaos, could not drown out the whispers of his conscience. It manifested in failed relationships, career setbacks, and a constant gnawing loneliness. Every attempt to move forward was met with an invisible barrier, a force that seemed determined to keep him in a state of perpetual sorrow. His apartment, once a refuge, became a prison where he was left alone with his thoughts and regrets. One rainy evening, while seeking shelter in a crowded cafe, Jack overheard a conversation that stopped him in his tracks. The rain poured down outside, mirroring the turmoil within him. He sat by the window, watching the droplets race down the glass, when the voices of two women at a nearby table caught his attention. Two women were discussing a mutual friend, a woman named Lily. The name, so familiar and yet so distant, sent a shiver down his spine. He leaned in closer, straining to hear every word, his heart pounding in his chest. The name, once a whisper of lost love, now sent a jolt of pain through him. Memories of their time together flooded his mind, each one tinged with the regret of what could have been. He gripped his coffee cup tightly, the warmth a stark contrast to the cold dread that settled in his stomach. He listened intently as they spoke of Lily, her kindness, her gentle spirit. They painted a picture of a woman who had touched many lives with her warmth and compassion, a stark reminder of the love he had lost. Their words were a balm and a torment, each one a reminder of the life he had left behind. They talked of her sadness, a sadness that had lingered for years. It was a sadness that mirrored his own, a reflection of the pain they both carried. The women spoke of her as if she were a ghost, a shadow of the vibrant person she once was. "She's never truly recovered from what happened," one woman sighed. The weight of her words hung in the air, a testament to the enduring impact of their shared past. Jack felt a pang of guilt, knowing that he was the cause of her lingering sorrow. "They say she cursed the boy who broke her heart." Jack's blood ran cold. The casual mention of the curse, something he had always dismissed as a figment of his guilt, now took on a terrifying reality. His hands shook, the coffee cup rattling against the saucer. Lily's curse, the one he had dismissed as a figment of his guilt, was real. The realization hit him like a tidal wave, washing over him with a force that left him breathless. He had been so consumed by his own pain that he had failed to see the depth of her suffering. He had been so blinded by his own pain, he hadn't seen the depth of her suffering. The memories of their time together played in his mind like a film, each scene a reminder of the love they had shared and the pain he had caused. He saw her tears, her heartbreak, and the curse she had placed upon him in her anguish. A wave of shame washed over him, followed by a renewed determination. He could not change the past, but he could seek to make amends. The path to redemption was clear. He had to find Lily, to beg for her forgiveness, to break the curse that bound them both. He had to find Lily, to beg for her forgiveness, to break the curse that bound them both. The journey ahead was uncertain, but Jack knew that he could not rest until he had made things right. With a heart full of hope and determination, he set out to find the woman he had once loved and to heal the wounds of the past.